What about nine? What do you got at nine?
So at nine, I've got 2001 Alex Pineda Chacon for Miami Fusion.
Nice.
19 goals, 9 assists in 25 games is an outrageous goal contribution per game ratio. Also helped Miami Fusion win the Supporter Shield that year and lost in the MLS Cup in the conference finals to San Jose. So essentially the semifinals. In that season, he beat out Diego Serna, who had 15 goals, 15 assists in 22 games. That to me said a lot because he was beating out a guy who had some of the best stats line I've seen in this entire list of MVP finalists. Uh, for me, the big thing was winning the supporter shield. I think that was a big driver in me putting him on the list, but also just the amount of goals and assists and the amount of games played that he had. It's just a crazy ratio. You look at 19 and 9, it's not anything crazy when you look at the top people on this list. I mean, the top people on this list put up ridiculous numbers. But considering how many games he played, plus helping Miami Fusion win the supporter shield, I thought it was good enough to just get on the list as well and sneak in at nine.
All leading up to the folding of a team.
What a way to go out.
He was like just out of mine. Um, I just could. So I put a lot of emphasis on impact from seasons before,
Mm-hmm.
and I just couldn't take out other players. So I really like Chacon in that spot. I think it's a really good pick. Um, the biggest part that I saw out of those numbers, zero penalties. Everything from open play. So the golden boot from open play, win the shield, losing in the semis. I don't know if maybe the team folding directly after that maybe hampered and changed my mindset a little bit. Or if it was the fact that I only got like an hour to put this list together because I wasn't prepared. Because I think realistically that probably is like a 8 to 10 pick that should be there. So I
So,
like it.
in fairness to the criteria that you kind of mentioned before, Miami the season before finished ninth in the overall standings, and they missed the playoffs. Yeah, they
Ninth,
missed the playoffs.
yeah. So he probably could have gotten in there.
Yeah, I'd say, listen, he's low on my list. So, I mean, he's on there. So, obviously, it was a phenomenal season, but uh, definitely can be up for debate on if he's on someone's list or not. So,
Yeah, I like I said, he was the one that I had taken out like last minute. I swapped him for a couple others based off of a running criteria list that I had. So, um, that being said, my number nine spot is 2012 Chris Wondolowski. So 27 goals off of five penalties, 5 assists in 35 appearances, wins San Jose the Supporters Shield after missing the playoffs the year before, lost in the conference semifinals. But the biggest thing for me was he won the Golden Boot that year by 9 goals. It wasn't even close. And if I remember correctly, that season he also set the at the time current most goals in a season record. I'm looking that up just to be sure.
yeah, I'm
Um,
pretty sure you're right on that
I,
one.
I'm almost positive, but um, yeah. So in 2012, yeah, he had broken the record and gotten to 27 goals, which was previously held by Roy Lasser in the '96 season. So he had done something that hadn't been done in 15 years, 16 years. So
Mm-hmm.
that for me put jumped him into my list. Like his season comparative to everything else that had been going on was so massive. Like he had been scoring at such a rate we hadn't seen for 16 years. Now, yeah, Stern John had 26 in 98, Diallo had 26 in 20, and Ruiz had 24 in 2002. Nothing came close to that until he did it in 2012. So that for me put him at the bottom of my list. He didn't win, he didn't do the double, but he did win a supporter shield, which in 2012, and I will die on this hill, was the more important trophy. He did it over 34 games, 30 whatever games. So to me, I'm really happy with that spot there.
Okay. I'm not gonna comment on that.
Okay. I don't know what you want to tell you.